After the horrendous bombing of the Baptist hospital in Gaza, Joe Biden has arrived in Israel. He has embraced the war criminal Netanyahu, and he said, quote, "It appears as though it was done by the other team, not you." A disgusting comment in line with the disgusting policy of US support for Israeli ethnic cleansing. Those who have given a green light to genocide by Israel, including Joe Biden, including von der Leyen, have blood on their hands. And the denial of Israel is just part and parcel of the regular propaganda machine. They denied killing Palestinian journalist Shireen Abu Akleh. They blamed it on the Palestinians for months. In 2022, they denied a strike killing 5 children in Gaza, blaming it on Islamic Jihad before having to admit it. This is just what they do. We should believe them when they told us what they were going to do. When the army spokesperson said, quote, "The emphasis is on damage and not on accuracy." When the defence minister said, "We will eliminate everything." When they gave written threats repeatedly to hospitals in Gaza saying, "We're going to bomb you." We should believe them. When the Israeli ambassador on the RT radio this morning denied doing it, but said Israel has the right to bomb hospitals in Gaza. It's time for action, Taoiseach. It's time to expel the Israeli ambassador.
President Joe Biden's statement regarding the bombing of the hospital in Gaza was from a misfired Palestinian rocket is totally ridiculous and absurd. Why should there be any doubt that the blast of the Al-Ahli Arab hospital is from an Israeli airstrike? The murderous regime had been attempting to wipe Palestinians and Gaza out of existence since last week. In fact, Israel had been after the Palestinians all the time, if not wipe out the Palestinians altogether. For the past 70 years, and suddenly now, after launching airstrikes day and night, Israel blames Palestinians for the blast on the hospital. Biden's narrative is based on feedbacks from Netanyahu and the Pentagon. Obviously, Netanyahu lies about everything. And if Biden wants to use Pentagon to give credence to his narrative, we have not forgotten how Pentagon and other American institutions lied about the existence of weapons of mass destruction in Iraq.
So Spain has actually been pretty consistent in calling for peace in Gaza. And today their Minister for Social Rights got super based, saying there are 4 things that European countries should do in regards to Israel. Number 1, suspend diplomatic relations. Number 2, implement strong sanctions. Number 3, impose an arms embargo. And number 4, bring Netanyahu to The Hague to be prosecuted for war crimes. She is not messing around, and in a world that made sense, that's what European countries would demand. Israel has committed unbelievable crimes against the Palestinian civilians who they're keeping in an open-air prison, in a situation where 97% of the water is undrinkable, and you could be hit by a US-funded missile strike at any moment. But we know most European countries won't do this. They'll continue to do what the US wants them to, supporting the Israeli apartheid regime and turning a blind eye to all their crimes. That's just what Western imperialist capitalist regimes do. They love their little neo-colonial outpost in the Middle East. That's what Israel is to them. That's why Joe Biden says if Israel didn't exist, we'd have to create it.
What the hell? French politicians demands Karim Benzema to lose his Ballon d'Or trophy over his support for Palestine. This is what Karim Benzema tweeted out. All our players for the inhabitants of Gaza, who are once again victims of these unjust bombings which spare no women or children. Bro, he's just having support for Gaza, bro. Look how many people are dying. And now they want to remove his Ballon d'Or trophy, bro. Look what it says. French senator, calls for footballer Karim Benzema Ballon d'Or awarded to be revoked and his citizenship stripped. Man said his citizenship. What the? How is this even his own citizen? Yeah, apparently he's saying Israel aggression in Gaza. What the hell? He literally said all prayers, bro, to the people in Gaza, bro. He will once again victims, and they're trying to make him the bad guy. Look what the reporter said as well. Karim Benzema belongs to a Muslim Brotherhood, a religious and political group which is designated as a terrorist group by France. What? You guys are making false claims of him. Karim Benzema the GOAT, he said nothing wrong, bruv. Look, there's even more players as well. Look, Mazarui, bro. Look, he said something about Palestine. Now he's not even playing anymore, bro. I swear down, there's something controlling these man.
In the past, Bella Hadid has been very outspoken about Palestine and even attended protests, and today she has officially posted her statement. Bella posted to Instagram, "Forgive me for my silence. I have yet to find the ideal words for this deeply intricate and horrific past 2 weeks. Weeks that have turned the world's attention back towards a situation that has been taking innocent lives and affecting families for decades. I have much to say, but today I will keep it short. I've been sent hundreds of death threats daily. My phone number has been leaked, and my family has felt to be in danger, but I cannot be silenced any longer. Fear is not an option. The people and children of Palestine, especially in Gaza, cannot afford our silence. We are not brave. They are. My heart is bleeding with pain from the trauma I am seeing unfold, as well as the generational trauma of my Palestinian blood. Seeing the aftermath from the airstrikes in Gaza, I mourn with all the mothers who have lost children and the children who cry alone, all the lost fathers, brothers, sisters, uncles, aunts, friends that will never again walk this earth. I mourn for the Israeli families that have been dealing with the pain and aftermath of October 7th. Regardless of the history of the land, I condemn the terrorist attacks of any civilians anywhere. Harming women and children and inflicting terror does not and should not do any good for the Free Palestine movement. I believe deep in my heart that no child, no people anywhere should be taken away from their family, whether temporarily or indefinitely. That goes for Israel and Palestine people alike. It's important to understand the hardship of what it is to be Palestinian in a world that sees us as nothing more than terrorists resisting peace. It is harmful, it is shameful, and it's categorically untrue. My father was born in Nazareth in the year of the Nakba, the displacement of 750,000 Palestinians in 1948. 9 days after he was born, he and his mother's arms, along with his family, were expelled from their home of Palestine, becoming refugees away from a place they once called home. My grandparents never being allowed to return. My family witnessed 75 years of violence against Palestinian people, most notably brutal settler invasions, which led to the destruction of entire communities, murder in cold blood, and the forcible removal of families from their homes. The practice of settlements on Palestinian land still continues to this day. The pain of that is unimaginable. We must all stand together in defending humanity and compassion and demanding that our leaders do the same. All religions are peace. It is governments that are corrupt, and intertwining the two makes for the greatest sin of all. We are one, and God has created all equal. All bloodshed, tears, and bodies should be mourned with the same respect. There is an urgent humanitarian crisis in Gaza that must be attended to. Families need access to water and food. Hospitals need fuel to power generators, tend to the wounded, and keep people alive. Wars have laws, and they must be upheld no matter what. We need to keep pressure on our leaders wherever we are, not to forget the urgent needs of the people of Gaza, and to ensure the innocent Palestinian civilians are not forgotten casualties of this war. I stand with humanity knowing that peace and safety belong to us all. And that is how you put a statement together.